Hello, my name's Cameron Zadigan, and today you're watching another television review on Cam's Camera Talk. Today the show is Gotham, Season 2, Episode 3. Spoilers ahead. Okay, so jumping straight into it, the show starts off today with Gordon and Bullock. They're roughing some guys up, they're trying to get answers to find out where people are, and as I said before, I really enjoyed seeing these two interact in Season 1, so I'm happy that it's happening in Season 2. Hopefully this carries on, and it's just nice to see them interacting with each other, a little bit of banter, you know, seeing them being a little bit rough, sort of good cop, more bad cop in this sense. But yeah, I just really enjoy these two characters. Also, pretty much right at the very end of the episode, Bullock goes to confront Penguin about what he made Gordon do. And I really like this scene. It sort of shows that Bullock has the best intentions for Gordon. I mean, he's sort of like a father figure to him, or sort of an older brother. He's looking out for him. You know, he sort of threatens Penguin, saying that, listen, I'm going to find out what you did to him, and if it's anything bad, if you do anything bad again, I'm coming after you. He makes a little reference to Fish as well. Personally, I think the character of Penguin is being a little bit underutilised at the minute. I think they could be doing more. I think they're just kind of adding him to scenes because he was so prominent in Season 1, and he probably is going to play a bigger part later on in Season 2. But for now, it just feels like he's just sort of there because he has to be in the show at the minute. There's no real point for him. There is a lesbian scene early on in this episode. Who doesn't love one of them? Then we see Detective Gordon in the police precinct. He's giving orders. He's sort of taking charge, trying to find the killer of Sarah S. And it was really good. It was sort of like we were seeing Commissioner Gordon for the first time. He stands up sort of above everyone else and gives this speech saying that they need to find this killer. And he may as well have had the sort of the grey hair and the moustache because it was so Gordon-esque. I mean, this was a really good scene to watch. Now it's time to talk about the elephant in the room, the Joker. I mean, what Cameron Monaghan's done with this character is absolutely fantastic. He's made it his own. He has been, for me, the saving grace of Gotham so far. He's been what I've wanted to see. Every scene I've been like, give me more Joker, give me more Joker. I've wanted to see more and more about what he's doing because he's so fun to watch on screen. That carries on in this episode. He goes to visit his father. You remember him from Season 1. He's the blind guy from the circus. And, you know, he's sort of telling him about his past. And it shows just how dark this show's willing to get. I mean, he talks about how his mum used to have sex with a stranger and they used to drink and beat him. I mean, it's a very dark way for this show to go, but I think it's the right way for this show. I think this is the right path for the show to go on, this dark path. But I really enjoyed what he did here. I mean, he was so menacing. Also, we get to see sort of the gas underneath the hand of the blind man. So Bullock moves the hand and then the gas sprays up. That's very Joker-esque. Of course, he sets tricks and things like that. Always catches Batman off. Leading up to the fundraiser, there was a lot of mentions of the magician. There was about 10 of them. So, I mean, it was quite obvious that something was going to go on. You could have had one or two. Made it a little less obvious that something was happening, but 10, I mean, it was really obvious. I mean, by the 4th or 5th one, I was like, right, something's going to happen with this magician, just because it's been mentioned by so many people so many times. But it's just a little thing that Gotham just need to sort out, but again, nothing major. Of course, the magician finally comes out and it is the Joker dressed up and he pulls Bruce on stage. I mean, this was sort of a heart-curdling moment for any Batman fan. This is sort of the young Joker and Bruce Wayne interacting. That's Joker and Batman interacting at a young age. I mean, later on in the episode it becomes a little bit more prominent, them two interacting. It's not usually how it goes between Batman and Joker, but still it was a really nice nod to the Batman fans there, really nice to see as a Batman fan. The Joker calls Jim Gordon on the phone and calls him Jimbo. Again, it's a little thing, but the Joker is known for calling James Gordon Jimbo. I mean, it just keeps hitting the spot. What I didn't like in this episode, that was directly after the Joker calls Jim Gordon, he then gets confronted by Theo Galavan. I mean, it's obviously staged. As the audience, we know that it's staged. But I couldn't help but feel that even as an outsider, someone would know it was staged. I mean, it was poorly done. it was very silly. I mean, he's very obviously acted. Nothing against James Frayne, because he has shown that he can act in all the other episodes, in every other segment of the episode. But it was very obvious when the Joker was like, "What's your name?" and he just looks straight into the camera. He's like, "Theo Galavan." Really? Did you really need to do that? I feel that anyone in a situation, a hostage situation as you were in, wouldn't act like that. It was really obvious, but again, it's a little thing. I'm enjoying the character of Theo Galavan. I'm enjoying James Frayne very much so taking on the character. So obviously it's not their fault. I feel like it was the director's choice to probably make them do that way. I just felt it was a little bit silly, again, according to this sort of dark, gritty tone that they've gone for. Theo Galavan is showing to be a very good character in this, a lot of layers to his performance. I'm really enjoying seeing that. Also, something that I did notice early on in this episode was that he made a reference to his ancestors building Gotham, and said that their names have been taken away from all records and, you know, monuments and everything like that in the building of Gotham. So what I think they are going to do is, I think we're building up for a Court of Owls storyline. If you're not aware of Court of Owls, it's volumes 1 and 2 of the New 52 Batman run. If you are into your graphic novels, I suggest you read them if you haven't, because they are a very good story. And I think it would be adapted very well onto Gotham. You know, what we have at the minute with Bruce exploring sort of, you know, who's running things in Gotham City. I think it will be a very good storyline, and also to sort of weave everyone's stories together, because at the end that's what you really want. So you'd have Bruce, Gordon, Penguin, you know, all these characters be linked with the Court of Owls. I think it will be a very good storyline to do. Basically, if you don't know who the Court of Owls are, they're sort of a secret organisation who actually run Gotham. Yeah, but Cameron Monaghan is in his element, he's killing this role, he's doing absolutely fantastic, and then he gets killed off. I saw it and I was like, okay. I was like, he's coming back though, right? I'm like, in the next scene it'll show that he's been staged, you know, and everything like that, even though when he was killed, him talking to Theo Galavan really hinted that it wasn't staged. But I'm like, they can't have killed him off, surely not. I'm like, in the next scene he's going to come back, and then the next scene happens, I'm like, okay, the next scene he's going to come back, and then the next scene happens, I'm like, okay, this scene he's going to come back, and then he doesn't. And it seems like they've really committed to actually killing this character off, which is a very bold move on behalf of the Gotham writers. I mean, they've written this fantastic character of the Joker, and they've got this great actor in Cameron Monaghan who's really taken him on. And sort of at the end, they kind of say that, you know, everyone's the Joker, you know, he's turning everyone into the Joker. I'm like, I don't like that. I don't see these people as being the Joker. I don't want these people. I want Cameron Monaghan back. He's the one who I class as the Joker on this show. And you know, this show's grounded in reality. It's not like Arrow, you can't just throw them in the Lazarus pit and then bring them back to life. Now that the Joker is dead, he's dead. There's no bringing him back, so it's a bold move on behalf of the writers. I really hope they know what they're doing, because if they don't and this show starts to go downhill, it will be completely on them. Cameron Monaghan, so far, personally, I feel has carried this season. He's carried it on his own, really. He's been the starring performance in this. I've tuned in every week going, I want to see more of the Joker, I want to see what he brings to it. And I've loved what he's brought to it. He's done so well. So I'm not going to judge the show yet for it, because it could be a right move in terms of the season as a whole. I just think it's a risky move. Most of the things I was seeing from people of Gotham, people I was talking to, you know, stuff I've seen online, they were raving about Cameron Monaghan as the Joker. There was no negativity. I'd seen no negativity about it. It was just all positive and all focused on him. So I'm going to wait to see where they go with the season from now on. But if it does start to dwindle, if it's not as good, then it will be completely on the Gotham writers, and they'll have to sort of live knowing that they brought their show down from their own demise. It was their fault. But like I said, I'm not going to hold any I'm not going to judge, I'm not going to hold any grudges until I start to see more episodes, because it has been very good so far this season. Again, 2 weeks consecutively, I've absolutely loved this episode. This was another great episode of Gotham. What they've done starting this season off, they started it off with a bang, they started it off really well. This season's already been tons better than season 1, and we've only had 3 episodes for it. Anyway, thank you for watching. If you like what I've brought for you today, feel free to like, comment and subscribe. Also follow me on Twitter at Cam's Camera Talk. There's a link in the description below. Thank you for watching, and I will see you later. I'm pretty sure you're just trying to sound more like Morgan Freeman here. I only had the best intentions, but which way?